We are super stoked because Nedzo 2.0 is not too far away. And with 2.0 comes a couple things. One of them is an advance. Our engine will have a huge upgrade when it comes to understanding when a sentence actually ends.
Perfect. I'll keep it quick, like a microwave dinner, but less soggy. First off, when are you hoping to move forward or close on a mortgage? Are we talking weeks, months, or just exploring right now?
Welcome, everyone. Welcome to our live office hours. How's it going?
Hello.
Pretty good.
All right. So, as per usual, we have some things to share, some new initiatives, some things that we are working on. Also, we'll go over any and all questions that you have. And if we have time until the end, we'll go a little bit more in depth. Some of the interesting use cases that we've been seeing some of our users utilize with flows and also with the Copilot. But yeah, so let me start right here. So I see Brady. Brady, how's it going?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Doing fantastic. So
Good.
What do you got for us?
I do got a couple questions. So I started up the count, testing it out. I think I had, I'm still in the trial phase, but I think I just used up the minutes. But I'm in the mortgage business, driving leads, that type of stuff. Is it call out? Should it be calling out through multiple numbers, or it looks like it's calling out? I uploaded like 5,000 pieces of data. Looks like it's calling out one number, one dial at a time. Does that sound right?
It depends really on your plan, right? Some plans have higher, we call them call rates, how many calls per minute that account makes per campaign.
Right.
So I don't know exactly what plan you're in, but of course, the higher the plan, the higher the call rate. But do you have a question about like volume or?
Well, yeah. So I mean, I guess looks like trial phase, and looks like I think I picked like not the enterprise plan, maybe the one underneath it or so. But just once it goes live, I just wanted to make sure: is it going to call out per one call at a time, or is it calling out multiple clients at the same time type stuff, right?
Yeah, multiple. But let me actually break it down for you. So let me see if I can open here my screen and go for it so I can show you exactly what I'm talking about.
And I guess the next question too, I was listening to some of the calls that the AI bot was doing. Is there a way to, if the client starts talking, like the bot doesn't override, keep talking over the client to make it sound like a bot?
Oh yeah, it is. It is.
Is there a way to adjust that in there? I didn't see like where you can adjust that at, or I guess is it a person you picked? Yeah, because some of the calls did pretty good, but one of the clients actually I was listening to at the end said, "Hey, this is a bot," and kind of hung up, right? So
okay. No, absolutely. Let me just go over the first one, and then we'll tackle the second one. So when it comes to making calls, so outbound, of course, you have two ways. One is you can trigger calls, for example, using our flows or like one call at a time, or you can use our campaigns. Our campaigns are meant to work like an AI-driven call center, right? You can connect an agent with a list of contacts, and then it will do all the dialing for you. This is a demo account.
And that's what I'm doing right now. So I got a couple of campaigns going, then I got some it's coming in through Go High Level. As soon as they applied, it reaches out to them right from the call action. So
gotcha. Okay, yeah, perfect. So depending on the plan, so each campaign will dial between 90 to 150 numbers per hour. Okay, so let's say let's say I'm on a VIP plan. I have 10 campaigns. That means that I'm making somewhere between 1,200 to 1,500 dials per hour, right?
Right.
But you can add more than 10 if you'd like. Why do we keep it that way? Just to explain a little bit like the thought process. One is so that you don't burn your numbers. So that is the first reason. Of course, you know that if the same number makes a lot of calls, of course, we have our pool of numbers that kind of helps out with that. But especially with dedicated numbers, we don't want you to show up as spam. So for that reason, we throttle it down a little bit just to keep you on the safe side. But of course, you can use multiple campaigns to increase the volume. And of course, from a follow perspective, a campaign by default will, if someone doesn't pick up the phone or is busy and can't talk right now, will follow up automatically on average 1.5 times per day.
All right.
That's free. Cool.
And that's probably, I set it up on a dedicated phone, so it's probably slowing it down so it's not burning the number. Would be
Yeah, it's more for safety. And of course, if you're on trial, the call rate is definitely way lower than, 100%. So that's that. So on the second question, as far as like agents, how can you control the pacing? Now, there are a couple things that we built into the voices directly. So where voices have a different level of, just like people, you know, some people like they tend to interrupt more than others, and others tend to be a little bit more patient, wait a little bit more, let you finish, and then even take a little bit more. So we built that into the personality of some of the voices. So we'll see that they will behave differently, and you can also preview them, of course. Secondly, if you see if you find a pattern where this is happening, like if it's when asking a specific question, what we notice sometimes, it's the way the prompt is structured. What do I mean by that? There are two types of prompts. One on where you tell the agent to almost act like your slave. You tell them, do this, do this, do this, and you give them quotation marks to tell them exactly, hey, this is what you should say, then say this, then say that. It will behave more robotically than if you use a suggestion-based prompt. What is a suggestion-based prompt? Let me see if I can find one here. Yep, this is definitely one. So you can see like here, what we're telling the agents is like, introduce yourself, qualify, engage their interest, schedule a no obligations appointment. Like we're giving them just like some pointers, and then we give the AI the freedom to actually think and rationalize and better listen to what the contact is saying, the user is saying. When we give them a script style prompt, if you want to run with that, it's not a problem. But then in a script scenario, I would suggest adding between like, say, whatever. Then you can just say like, wait for users response, and then say, right. This will mimic how call center reps perform, right? They just follow the script. They don't say anything else, and this will really handcuff the AI agent. Do I like these type of prompts? No. Sometimes are they useful? Yes, especially if you're doing like really call center style. We've seen some people doing like sweepstakes, debt collection, things that are like really super scripted. They need to say that exactly word by word. So that is an option. Does it make sense?
Gotcha. Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. And one extra thing is, Ivo and I, and we have had another meeting, of course, our daily meeting with our development team this morning. We are super stoked because Nedzo 2.0 is not too far away. And with 2.0 comes a couple things. One of them is our engine will have a huge upgrade when it comes to understanding when a sentence actually ends, right? Let's say I'm thinking, and I have a pause like this, and then I continue. A normal AI will only like use the timing in between when I ended, but not consider what I said. With an extra level of awareness and end of turn detection, there's a probability score that will be given that will evaluate each chunk or chunks of the sentence. That gives better insights to the AI agent to know, hey, it doesn't sound like he ended his thought process, so I will wait. Or it definitely sounded like he already ended his thought process, so I will chime in. So that's coming soon and will be definitely life-changing from a reliability perspective. Cool. Awesome. Before we go into builds, does anyone has like questions, whether it's support, building, anything else?
In the agency tier, since it comes with 10 agents, are all 10 of those agents able to dial at the same time, or do you have to do them like onesie, twosie, or like each, like at one time, basically?
No. So you can have them work and talk independently. They are not connected.
Wait, you glitched out for a second. Can you say that again?
Yeah, so you can use all of them simultaneously. It's not a problem. Think of them as like different entities.
Okay. Yeah. So do I need to do, let's say I wanted all 10 of them to dial at once, like a team. Do I need 10 different campaigns, or can all 10 agents dial on one campaign? Like, let's say I have like 5,000 leads, right? Because I've got literally probably like 30 to 35,000 leads. So let's say I created a campaign and there's 10,000 leads on there, right? If I wanted all 10 agents to dial on that campaign, can they all dial at once, or do I need to create separate campaigns for each agent that are pretty much the same campaign, but just like renaming them, like Taylor's campaign or Brian's campaign, and these are all like AI agent names that I'm just like making up. But does it need to be separate campaigns for each agent, or can all 10 agents dial one campaign?
That's a very interesting question, because this is where like AI and reality, like they go in different directions, which is in reality, when we have an agent, he can only have one conversation with one person, right? It can't have multiple conversations at once because it's a human being. Now with AI, when we say like, let's say AI agent Taylor, the AI can have, even though it's AI agent Taylor, it doesn't matter if he has, because since it's a virtual entity, it can have like 10 conversations. It can duplicate itself. And that's what we call call concurrency, which is how many lines can the system, will the system allow you to have conversations all simultaneous? So let me put it like this. The agents are like team members, but they will not define how many calls they can handle. So you can have one agent having 10 or 20 conversations, or you can have 10 agents, each of them having only one or none. Doesn't matter. You know what I mean? So the reason why we separate or we add a number of agents is, think of them as like different team members that would perform different tasks. Like one can be specific for a debt collection campaign, another one could be for inbound, another one could be a Spanish speaking agent that handles only like customer service, so on and so forth.
Okay, so how many agents can I have dial a campaign, if you can answer that question? Because I'm just trying to get some clarity.
I think it's a good,
capacity that I'm able to generate like output with to these campaigns that I'm looking to connect with.
Yeah. So you're talking about this 10 AI voice agents, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you can have 10 AI voice agents. You can only link one agent per campaign. Okay. Now, even by having only one agent per campaign, the same agent can still have multiple conversations all at the same time. You would use different... So AI agents will not limit how many conversations you're having. AI agents will work like different use cases.
Okay.
Just maybe a concrete example. On which plan are you, Eric?
I am on the one that he just gave me an example on. I'm on
agency,
the $299.
So on let's say you have only one agent. However, on your plan, your one agent is making 90 dials per hour. Okay. So if you that's on average, what is it? Every 40 seconds or something. Don't know exactly. But let's say it's making every 40 seconds, it's making a call. If the first one picks up, after 40 seconds, it's still going to send a second call. Even if this one is still talking, it is going to start this one. It can you can have up to 10 concurrent conversations in your account. Does that make sense?
Yeah, say that one more time. You can do what it glitched out again.
You can have up to 10 concurrent conversations in your sub account.
Okay.
I know it's a weird concept. We're used to like one agent can only make one call. That's how real like call centers work, or team members. But think of it like the same agent can clone itself, because it's not a real thing. It's virtual. So it's like same agent can handle multiple conversations because it doesn't exist as a real thing. It can it's a virtual thing. You can have multiple things of the same thing. So it can have the same agent, Mike, can have a conversation ongoing with Jesse, and also have another conversation with Greg and someone else, and dial more contacts, because we are just using the information of the agent, and it's not like a real agent. It's just a virtual thing.
Okay, so per one agent, you're able to have 10 simultaneous conversations?
Yeah.
Yeah, so one sub-account can have 10 simultaneous conversations at the same time, no matter how many agents you use.
Okay.
It can be one agent, can be 10 agents.
Okay, so if I have one agent having 10 different conversations, if I was to have all 10 agents actually making phone calls on, let's say it's the same campaign, or let's say it's different campaigns, but technically it's the same campaign, are you saying that 100 different conversations can happen at the same time?
No.
If I do it the right way?
In one workspace, it's only 10 conversations at the same time. If you hit your 10 conversations, the system is pausing with new dials until it's lower than 10 again.
Oh, okay.
Basically, it's a gigantic queue of all the numbers that you want to call, and it's calling until you have 10 conversations going, and then pausing until it can dial again.
Okay, definitely. And that's when I'm only using just one agent?
No matter how many agents.
Okay. Definitely. Okay, so just like 10 is the max on how many different conversations you can have at one time.
On the standard plans. Yeah. Then of course, on other plans, as you go up, we have more concurrency, and we have more call, or increase the call rate too. So from a volume perspective, let me put it like this: just for peace of mind. I doubt that Nedzo will be the bottleneck from a volume perspective. We had clients making like 500,000 dials, and they were still going. And once you get there, you'll probably need to upgrade before you run out of the ammunition, if that makes sense, or firepower.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. So, by the way, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in chat as we go along. Now, a couple of quick cool things that that we wanted to highlight. Ivo, do you have any of the new things that we pushed off, been working on? Is anything that you want to share on that end?
Sorry, you got me a bit off guard.
No worries at all. So, in that case, here's a couple of things that we feel that we've seen a lot of our users get amazing results from, which is with the Copilot. More and more, using the Copilot, it's so simple. And one of the things that we wanted to highlight is the fact that if you give them more context, it can really do a lot for you. You don't need to use the conversation if you want. You can have a conversation, just talk to it, or you can just type it in, right? Let's say I want to have an AI agent. This agent should be called Mark. Will be handling Facebook leads who opt in to know more about our, let's say, coach solutions and options. Mark should be funny, casual, and not afraid of cracking some jokes. So now, of course, I can tell them Mark should first let them know why he is calling, then qualify them, understand their needs, and then go ahead and schedule an appointment with our team of experts. Oops. Okay.
That's a new word.
Yeah, there we go. So I just gave him some context. And now, of course, in a couple of seconds, it will prompt everything for me. And the beautiful thing about this is what I will show you next. It's not about like only the first prompt, but what we've seen from the usage perspective, a lot of people are prompting, but then they're not really taking the most advantage of the editing function. They tend to always create new prompts. So we'll take a second. It will write me the whole prompt from A to Z. Oops. A to Z, and with the right structure. There we go. Boom. Now, of course, I want to double check this, but let me say that, let's say, for sake of clarity, let's say that I want this, I like it, this is how I want it to work. Error handling, if it refuses, all that stuff. So if I were to test it right away, I know that it would work super well. But now, let me say, Brady, you know all about mortgage better than anyone else here. So tell me, what is something that should absolutely happen on a call? Someone reaches out.
That should happen on a call?
Yeah, that the agent should say or should collect information-wise.
It's kind of hard. Let me just think. When I'm running ads, they filled out about 9 questions, but I'm really highlighting about 3 questions, confirming their answers. Time frame when they're looking to buy, credit scores, estimated credit scores, and estimated monthly income. Those are the 3 things that, out of the forms that they completed, I'm verifying.
Sure.
So time frame, monthly income, and credit scores.
Monthly income. So now, it's possible, and ask should sound as human as possible, and ask at least these qualifying questions. Now, of course, I can say something like, if their time frame is let's say, greater than 6 months, gently disqualify the lead and then end the call. So, because of course there's a thing about like, hey, I want to book appointments, but there's also the thing that, hey, I don't want like to waste time with people that are not ready to have a conversation. So now, if I use the edit prompt function, we'll analyze my current prompt and embed these changes in a way that makes a lot of sense. And what I will do is once it's ready with editing the prompt, we'll pick a voice and give it a quick test. There we go. So let me see where he added this. Since I didn't give him like information about the company, added like it made up company, so I will need to change this. Casual, professional, and funny with light and offensive jokes. So build up report. There we go. This is good. Confirm the time frame. Ask for the credit score. Ask for the monthly income. Goals. Okay, looks good. So without even properly like analyzing the prompt, if I go ahead and give it a test, let's go with this voice. Totally fair. So just give it my number. Let's see what happened. Hello?
Hi, is this Dennis?
Speaking. Who's this?
Hey, Dennis, this is Mark calling on behalf of David from Acme Agency. You had opted in on Facebook to learn more about mortgage solutions and options. Thought I'd give you a quick call to see how we can help. Got a couple of minutes to chat, or did I catch you at a bad time?
No, go on. I have a couple seconds.
Perfect. I'll keep it quick, like a microwave dinner, but less soggy. First off, when are you hoping to move forward or close on a mortgage? Are we talking weeks, months, or just exploring right now?
I would say at least a couple of weeks, probably like a couple months, honestly.
Got it. So somewhere in the next couple of months, that works. Next, what's your current credit score or range? If you're not sure, even a ballpark is fine, like 300 to 579, 580 to 669, 670 to 739, or 740 and up.
Honestly, I think it's like in the high 600s, but not sure.
All right, high 600S. High 600S. That's solid. Sounds like you're in a good spot. Last quick one. What's your approximate monthly household income before taxes? A ballpark or range works fine here too.
So we're making, my wife and I, probably around 120,000 a year.
All right, so roughly around 10,000 monthly. Thanks for sharing that. Now, are you looking to purchase a new home, refinance your current one, or just exploring options for now?
Anyone. That's the plan.
Nice. So you're planning to buy a new home. Is this for a single family home, a condo, or something else?
Why do you want to know?
Just curious about the type of property you're looking at, like a single family home, a condo, or maybe something else. Helps us match you with the right expert.
Yeah, just a single house.
Got it. A single family home, classic choice. Do you have a ballpark idea of the price range or loan amount you're considering? Or is that still up in the air?
Still up in the air, but we'll be somewhere between the 600 and 800,000.
All right, somewhere between 600 and 800,000. That gives us a good idea. Are you the primary decision maker for this, or is there someone else who needs to be involved in the process?
Oh no, that's the wife. That's not me.
Got it. So your wife is the primary decision maker here. Would she be able to join the appointment with our expert team when we schedule it?
I don't know. You would need to ask her.
All right, Dennis. Since your wife is the decision maker, it'd be best to schedule a time when she can join the conversation. Would you like me to call back later to coordinate with her, or should I leave it to you to check her availability?
No, I mean, I can do something tomorrow morning.
All right, tomorrow morning works for you. What time are you thinking?
Let's say 10 a.m. Does that work?
All right, 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Let me confirm with the team if that slot works. I'll make sure they're ready to chat with both you and your wife. Sound good?
Sure, that works.
Perfect, Dennis. You're all set for tomorrow at 10 a.m. The expert will give you a call then. Thanks for your time, and I hope you and your wife have a great rest of your day. Talk soon.
You too. Thanks. So, we literally, took us less than 2 minutes to come up with this prompt and edit it. So, Brady, I mean, you're the expert. Tell me, was it solid?
Yeah, I mean, for what you came up with, yeah, that wasn't that bad. So, I mean, I've integrated like my questions and answers and brought in like my from Go High Level to confirm their answers. But yeah, that did actually pretty good. I was hoping you interrupted the guy just to see how he handled it, right? That's where last night when I heard my guy or the guy calling, and I don't know if the people are in a bad area, but kept interrupting, and yeah, she kind of talked right over him. So,
oh yeah, I mean, definitely. So this is when one of the reasons. I mean, I can definitely test this out. You can see that where there are quotation marks, it kind of like almost said them verbatim, especially here. So for example, I would adjust this, like just ask for a range instead of like so many. But yeah, if you interrupt them, for example, Jamie is one of those more like laid back voices. He tends to take a little bit more time and be a little bit more patient. Then of course, for example, these upper voices tend to be a little bit more energetic, more confident, so they tend to go like more in. These are kind of like mid from the female voices.
Yeah,
the coda
I'm
tends to
using
be more
Sarah and Emma.
Okay, so
two that I got.
Sarah is like, I would say, from an energetic perspective, is like medium high. Kim is a little bit more laid back. Ava is a little bit more laid back. Dakota is definitely more laid back. Sarah is more energetic. Emma even more, and Hope is super energetic.
What about the new one, Jessica?
Oh, we have Jessica. We just added it today.
Hi there, I'm Jessica, and I'm one of the voices you can use for your AI agent. Want to give me a try? I'm here if you need me.
So with this one, we tried to work with inflections, and we had a lot of people asking for, hey, we need a female voice that sounds a little more, how was the request? More sexy, but also more patient. And so it's definitely a voice that I would suggest for you to give it a try and see how it works out for you.
So on that note,
oh yeah, go ahead.
On that note, so like when we listen to our recordings, that's when we'll try out the different voices to see like, okay, this agent isn't working out good. Let's switch it up to a different one and like go through the campaign again. That's like a suggestion you would give?
100%. Just changing the voice is massive. We had someone that ran a reactivation campaign. It's like, I don't know, like the interest rate was pretty low. And I said like, hey, have you tried just relaunching it again with a different voice? But no, so he switched from, I think it was female to male to female, that mattered. Like he just changed the voice. And that alone, like he got almost a 3x in results just by doing that, changing nothing on the prompt. Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Absolutely. Awesome. Well, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. We need to wrap up. That being said, we are about to release some interesting stuff in the community, in our school community. So stay tuned for that. And if you have any questions at all, always feel free to tag us there. Right?
Can they transfer to more than one call or no? Just one, like on the transfer part, I got my number in there, but can I have multiple phone numbers? It'll ring at the same time, whoever answers, or no, just one transfer at a time?
You can have multiple numbers, but as of right now, it will not ring multiple numbers at once. Yeah.
All right, so it just ring me and the other numbers would die, or will it ring me at a certain time and it's if I don't answer, will it ring somebody else or no?
That would be a possibility.
So cool, man. So far it's working. Yeah, I just got to implement. Do you recommend Copilot versus chat to build your prompts?
Oh yeah, like
well, I mean that's what
by a mile.
So my prompts were built off chat, and that's what I implemented. So maybe I should redo them and see what Copilot, see if they're a little bit better.
100%. Please use the Copilot. The amount of interesting things, and I always keep saying like I see so many emojis in prompts.
Well, I marked it down. There's no emojis in there. So I marked it down, but yes. Yeah. So I'll try Copilot, see if I get a better version. I mean, it's working. I'm just trying to make it more human. So
absolutely, give it a test, duplicate it, try to use a Copilot, but I would strongly suggest for you to at least give it a chance.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
All right,
so far,
thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Everyone, take care.
Have a great day. See you guys.